Lyndon Arthur is back, ready to stake a claim for a shot at world glory when he takes on Argentina's Walter Gabriel Shechiera. Part of a huge night of action on Saturday, September the 17th. It's live and free on Channel 5.
This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, joined here on Zoom with Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor. How are you, bro?
Well, I'm good, Charlie. I'm great, bro. I feel so good, bro. Really good.
Good man. We like to hear it. That's positive energy. Well, you're a positive man because obviously your fight has just been announced for the Misfits boxing card. Just speak to me. How did that come about for yourself?
Man, reached out to Mams. Get out of here, Trouble, my dog. I reached out to Mams and I said, hey, man, let me get an opportunity to showcase my skills seriously. You know, I've been getting fucked over on a lot of these smaller cards, per se. And Mams was like, okay, let me see what you really got. Because I know you calling out KSI. Let me see what you really got to show. So Mams was fortunate to give me the opportunity. I'm grateful for it. And he's allowing me to step on such a big platform as Misfits and showcase my skills.
Do we know the opponent yet?
Ashley Tebby.
Okay. And what have you, obviously with this sort of like crossover boxing and the stuff that we're seeing on Misfits and this sort of thing, what do you expect going into it? Because it is a little bit different, but I suppose, you know, you've linked up with Jake Paul in the past, you've been in the ring with Tommy Fury, you're no stranger to that sort of world of the boxing side.
Right. My expectation is to go out there and knock his ass out. I mean, we got three-minute rounds. There's none too much I can really say or do within that 3 minutes. Besides, I got 9 minutes to do what I got to do. But the ultimate goal is to either fight KSI or Logan Paul, because Logan owes me a couple sparring rounds.
Well, let's talk about KSI. Obviously, he had his event by Misfits on DAZN pay-per-view. Absolutely massive event. He fought two people in one night. Just your reaction of him fighting Swarms and Pianetta, I believe.
Pineda, I mean, it was a joke, bro. I mean, look, he won fair square. The guys weighed in at the same weight. KSI was just light years above these guys when it comes to skill set boxing. I mean, Swarms never fought. He even said that after the fight interview, I've only been training for 2 weeks. Why would you bring in the guy who's never fought in 2 weeks? Then you bring in Pineda from Mexico. You can fight anybody in Mexico if you just pay $600 to fight them. You know, so he's no one special, you know. I felt like Jake should have brought me. I felt like KSI, should have brought me in if he wanted a real fight. If he wanted to show Jake that he was serious about fighting him, you know, Jake ain't gonna take you serious if you don't fight me. Straight up, you beat me or Tommy, one of us, then Jake is gonna say, "Well, you're ready," because you beat Tommy, and Tommy beat Anthony, and Anthony's my sparring partner. You know, I don't see KSI fighting Tommy Fury just because Tommy's bigger than KSI. I feel like KSI will fight me because he will feel like he has an advantage over the height or supposedly power.
Yeah. And then obviously we'll talk a little bit about Tommy Fury, someone that obviously you've been in the ring with in the past. We haven't seen too much with him, but obviously he was meant to fight Jake Paul for the second time, and then the shenanigans that happened there went on again. He said, look, fight me in the UK in this date. And then I think, Jake said that. He said he'll fight in the UK under certain stipulations. Tommy said, I wouldn't even get out of bed for that amount of money. I can't remember what it was. But do you get sort of frustrated with the stuff from Tommy? I mean, he's always online saying he'll fight people, but we never really see much in terms of fight dates from Tommy.
I mean, I think I gave Tommy Fury a wake-up call, fighting somebody who's down to fight. He thought this was just a pushover fight with me, and I gave him a wake-up call like, yo, this is the actual fight. Tommy's going to do Tommy. But also be aware, Tommy has his daddy involved. Tommy's trying to fit into a family that doesn't want him, who's just bringing him in because you're my son, biologically. I can't fault Tommy. Tommy's a nice dude. Seems like a good head on his shoulder, but Tommy doesn't really want to fight. Tommy just wants to stay relevant. Because if he did want to fight, he would have fought Jake. He would have fought Jake, and this bullshit would have been over. If it was that fucking serious, he could have said, "Hey Jake, let's fight on the KSI card then. Let's see what's really going on." If he really wanted to fight Jake. If he really wanted to fight Jake, he could have said, "Hey Jake, let's fight on, let's fight out here. Bring Showtime. I'll take your agreement." He claims that he's not doing it for the money or the fame. What are you doing? You're just fighting for free? For self-honor? Take Jake's offer. Let him come to the UK and prove your point. Be the main event. Why not?
And then obviously with Jake Paul, we've just seen his fight announced against Spider Anderson Silva, UFC sort of GOAT, I suppose we can say, one of the best cage fighters of all time. Look, a lot of critics because of Anderson Silva's age, but also this is a man who beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We know that Chavez Jr. maybe, not what he once was and certain discipline issues, but for a man of that age, still an impressive win nonetheless to beat a former world champion. And also, I suppose, credit to Jake for taking that sort of test.
I think that fight's kind of weird. Was rigged weird because think about it. Spider beating Chavez. It's like, yeah, Chavez had his difference, but it's like saying, it's kind of like saying I'm fighting Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner going through his pauses. Am I supposed to be Adrian Broner? Hell no, I'm not. Because he's just a better boxer than me. But that's like me beating him is equivalent of Spider beating Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I'm not taking nothing away from Spider. Spider is a legend in the sports. And sorry, it's a long day. Woo! Training, 5 hours. Spider has been in the game for so long, and him beating Julio is just lazy. He's not a disciplined fighter. He's not even a real fighter. Julio is lazy, and he gets no respect in the boxing community.
Well, you said it, not me. Obviously, you mentioned about Logan Paul. We know that Logan is obviously doing more in the world of WWE now. He called out Tyson Fury for the WWE ring. Do you think that he wants no part in boxing from now on?
I mean, Logan's going to do Logan. If it entices Logan, Logan wants to do it, Logan will put his mind to it and do it. If he wants to fight, he wants to fight. If he wants to do acting, he'll do acting. If he wants to wrestle, he wants to wrestle. If he just wants to travel the world 365 days of the year, he'll travel the world for 365 days a year. Logan's a grown-ass man. He's not bound by any restrictions or contracts. Same as you, same as me. You're going to do it, just do it. Simple as that.
Well, Anthony, thank you very much for your time. I look forward to linking up with you in Sheffield at the Misfits card. Just a final message to the people at Boxing Social watching.
I want you guys to really watch out for this fight. It's a whole new, different me, change. I'm just letting you guys know I'm coming for you, KSI. Definitely coming for you.
This September, bad blood will be settled.
This is more than personal.
The long-awaited trilogy.
There's real bad blood here.
Canelo versus Triple G. September 17th, live on DAZN pay-per-view. Visit DAZN.com.